Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to learn chapter number 8, that is quadrilateral construction and type. We have already done 2 exercise. Now we will move to our next exercise, that is our last 8.3. Before starting that exercise, we would just see other types also. Now the next types are parallelogram. You can see the definition of parallelogram. A parallelogram having opposite side parallel is called a parallelogram. Now what is parallelogram? It is a quadrilateral whose having opposite side parallel. Opposite side should be parallel. That is called as parallelogram. Now here are some properties of parallelogram. The first property of parallelogram are opposite angles are congruent. Now here opposite angle. You can see a diagram over here. Now here opposite angle means A is our angle. Opposite of angle A is angle C. So here angle A is congruent to angle C. So that means opposite angle are congruent. Now you can see over angle B, opposite is angle D. So angle B opposite angle is D. So here B and D are also congruent. Now next is opposite sides are congruent. Now side means here side is AB. Now AB is congruent to DC. AD is congruent to BC. Now these are the opposite sides of a parallelogram which are congruent. Now next is diagonal bisect each other. Now here diagonal is what? AC is our first diagonal and BD is our second diagonal. Now this diagonal bisect to each other. Now here that means the first property of a parallelogram are opposite angle are congruent, opposite sides are congruent, diagonal bisect each other. Now what is parallelogram? Parallelogram is a quadrilateral having opposite side parallel. Now opposite side should be parallel, so that is called as a parallelogram. So we will move to our next one. Now our next is trapezium. Now what is trapezium? If only one pair of opposite side, only one pair, here just listen it properly. Here only one pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is parallel, then it is called as a trapezium. Now here what is trapezium? If only one pair of opposite side, एक pair जोड़ी opposite sides of a quadrilateral is parallel, opposite side is parallel, then it is called as a trapezium. Now in trapezium you can see a quadrilateral ABCD. You can see the figure ABCD. Here only segment, here AB and segment DC is parallel. You can see our segment AB parallel to segment DC, and also in a trapezium, out of out of four pair of adjacent angle, two are supplementary means it should be of 180 degree. So here angle A plus angle D, here angle A and angle D is 180 degree, same as angle B and angle C is also 180 degree. That means it is a supplementary angle. If we add both the number, we are getting answer as 180 degree. So here trapezium is what? Trapezium having only one pair of opposite side, and that is parallel, so that is called as a trapezium. Now here in trapezium AB is parallel to DC. So here when we add two adjacent angle, they are also supplementary. Supplementary means it should be of 180 degree. Now the next type is kite. Now you can see the figure also, it is looking like a figure of kite. Now what is kite? The definition of kite is if one diagonal is the perpendicular bisector. See, you can see the diagonal. One diagonal is cutting to the another diagonal and it is perpendicular bisector of the other diagonal. Then the quadrilateral is called a kite. What is called a kite? Kite means if one diagonal is perpendicular bisector of the other diagonal. एक diagonal का perpendicular bisector होना चाहिए दूसरा diagonal का, उसको बोलते हैं kite. That quadrilateral we are calling as a kite. Now in kite there are only two properties. First, two pair of adjacent sides are congruent. Congruent and one pair of opposite angle is congruent. Here only one pair of opposite angle are congruent and two pair of adjacent sides are congruent. Now what is kite? Kite means if a diagonal of a if one diagonal is the perpendicular bisector of the other diagonal, one diagonal perpendicular bisector hota hai other diagonal ka, then that quadrilateral is called as a kite. And there are two property. The first property is two pairs of adjacent sides are congruent. Here two pairs of adjacent sides are congruent and one pair of opposite angle is congruent. One pair of opposite angle is congruent. In our previous, we have learned three types and property. Now we have learned three more types and property. I hope you people have understood the properties of parallelogram, kite, and trapezium. Now we will move to our exercise. Now we will start with our practice set 8.1. Now your first question is measures of opposite angle of a parallelogram are 3x minus 2 degree and 50 minus x degree. Find the measures of its each angle. Now here the first question it is giving that in a parallelogram the opposite angles measures are given. One opposite angle measures are given 3x minus 2 degree and other opposite angle measures are given 50 minus x degree. Now what you have to find? You have to find the measures of each angle. Now you can see the figure over here. A, B, C, D is the figure. Here opposite angles measures are given and you have to find the measures of each angle. So here, okay. Now we will start. We will write the name of the parallelogram, that is ABCD. So let ABCD be the parallelogram. We assume that angle A will be 3x minus 2 degree and angle A का opposite था angle C. So angle C should be 50 minus x degree. It is already given in the question. So we will just assume that angle A measure is 3x minus 2 degree and opposite of angle A is angle C, that is of 50 minus x degree. Now we know that the opposite angle of a parallelogram are congruent. That means the property of a parallelogram which we learn now only. So here opposite side. Now what you will write the property. We know that the opposite angle of a parallelogram are congruent. Now we have taken opposite angle, that is measurement angle A is equal to measurement angle C. Now here angle A measurement we have written 3x minus 2. We just want to write the values of angle A and angle C. So I just put it, the value of angle A is 3x minus 2 equal to 50 minus x, that is the value of angle C. Now next we will take x one to get one side and number one side. So 3x minus x will come here, so it will become plus x, and equal to 50 minus 2 will come there, so it will show plus 2. Now 3x plus x will become 4x, equal to 50 plus 2 will become 52. Now we will take x one side, so x equal to 52 divided by 4. If we divide 52 by 4, we are getting answer as 13. So the value of x, we got the value of x, that is 13. Once again I will repeat. Measurement angle A is equal to measurement angle C. As we learn the property, opposite angle of a parallelogram are congruent. The value of A is given 3x minus 2 and the value of C is given 50 minus x. Now here 3x, we will take x one side and number one side. So 3x plus x equal to 50 plus 2. Now next 3x plus 1 will become 4x equal to 52. Now if we divide 52 by 4, we are getting x value, that is 13. Now here next step is what? You have to put the value of x in the figure in the angle A, that is 3x minus 2 and 50 minus x. Now here measurement angle. Therefore measurement angle A equal to 3x minus 2. Now x we got as 13, that means 3 multiplied by 13 minus 2 degree. Now 13 3 is 39, 39 minus 2, 39 minus 2 is equal to 37. That means measurement angle C is equal to measurement angle A is equal to 37. I hope you people have understood. As we get the value of x, we have to put that value in A, and afterward we have to put that value in C also. Now first we have to put the value on A, that means 3x minus 2. Now instead of x we have put 13. So 3 into 13 minus 2. Now here 13 3 is 39 minus 2 equal to 37 degree. Now if we got measurement angle A, the same measurement will be of measurement angle C. So here measurement angle A is equal to measurement angle C equal to 37 degree. Now here adjacent angle of a parallelogram are supplementary. Now adjacent angle we have to find, so that we will get the value of D. Value of D. Now adjacent angle means angle A is adjacent to angle D. Now here we will write measurement angle A plus measurement angle D equal to 180 degree. As we know, adjacent angle are always supplementary. That means it should be 180 degree. Now measurement angle A we got as 37 degree. Now 37 plus measurement angle D equal to 180 degree. Now we will take measurement angle D one side, so that 180 degree should be subtracted from 37 degree. Now if we subtract 180 degree by 37, we are getting answer as 143 degree. That means as measurement angle D is equal to 140 degree. Now D ka opposite was measurement angle B. So here if D is 143 degree, then B will be also 143 degree. We will write the properties, that is opposite angle of a parallelogram are congruent. Now they ask you for the measures of all angle. Now the measures of angle of a parallelogram are 37 degree, 143 degree, 37 degree and last 143 Okay, now our next is question number 2. Referring the adjacent figure of a parallelogram, write the answers of the question given below. Now you are going to give me the answers by looking the figure and by doing the sums with own and giving the answers in the chat box. Now here you are going to refer the adjacent figure and you are going to give me the answers. Now first I will read all the question and then we will start a conversation between you and me. You will write the answers in the chat box and afterward I will show you the sums. Now the next first question is, now you first we will see the diagram. Here is a diagram of a parallelogram W, X, Y, Z. Here is a diagram of W, X, Y, Z and there is a diagonal. Diagonal also, first diagonal is XZ and second diagonal is W, Y and in the center it is 0 or O. It is O. That is not 0. It is O. Now I have explained this type of sums in the previous exercise also. Now you are going to give me the answers of all the 5 questions. Now my first question is, if line WZ, now you can see the line WZ is equal to 4.5 centimeter, then XY equal to dash. Very good. XY is also 4.5. But the reason, what you will write the reason? You are giving me the answers. Answer should be given with reasons. Why this is 4.5? Yes. I have explained you the properties. Yes, very good. Because opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. See, whenever you are giving the answers, it should contain a reason why. Only 4.5 is not an answer. You are going to write the properties, which properties you are going to use. Very good. Now, my next question. Line XW is equal, line line YZ equal to 8.2 centimeter, then XW equal to dash. Very good. Then same thing you are giving the answers but not the full. It is giving half. Very well. Now you have written the full answer because it is opposite sides are also congruent, the properties of parallelogram. Okay. Now my next question is, if line OX, see, you will see the diagram also. Huh? If line OX is equal to 2.5 centimeter, then OZ equal to dash. Yes, it is 2.5 centimeter only, but the reason it is 2.5 centimeter only, but the reason why it is 2.5 only, which property we will use? Very good. We will use the property of diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. Very good. Very good. Students are giving a proper and right answer because diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. Okay. Now we will move to our fourth sum. Fourth number. If line WO, see, line WO equal to 3.3 centimeter, then WY equal to dash. WY is equal to, very good, WY is equal to 6.6 centimeter. Very well. And the properties, which property we will use? Very well. Diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. But how it 6.6 centimeter came? What you have done there? How it 6.6 centimeter came? 3.3 multiplied by 3.3. Is it the right way you are doing the multiplication? Very well, Soumya. You have to multiply by 2 because it is 2 of WY. So 2 should be multiplied by 3.3 degree. So we are getting answer as 6.6 centimeter. Is it clear? You will not multiply 3.3. I have shown you the same thing. You have to multiply 2 into 3.3. Okay. Now we will move to the last sum. Last point. If measurement angle WZY, you can see over where is WZY equal to 120 degree, then WXY equal to question mark. They are asking for W, X, Y and X, W, Z. Now first you will give me the answer of W, X, Y. What will be the measures of W, Z, Y? Very good, 120 degree. Reason? Without reasons, you are getting half marks. Very good. Opposite angle are congruent. Opposite angle of a parallelogram. See, opposite angle are congruent. It is giving for rectangle. It is for square. It is for other also. So you have to specify the proper name. Opposite angle of a parallelogram are congruent. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Now, what is the measure of angle XWZ? How you will find XWZ? Yes, some students are giving proper answer. Some students, they have just missed something so that they are not getting the answer. Proper answer they are not getting. Yes, it is 120 degree. No. Yes, some student has given the right answer. I am telling you that some students, they are writing 120 degree, some are writing 180 degree, but the exactly answers is not there. And some student has given the right answer also. No, it is not 180 degree. Adjacent angle of a parallelogram are supplementary. I have told you, adjacent angle of a parallelogram are supplementary. That means what you have to do? Yes, some student has given the right answer. It is 60 degree. Now I will show you the last point. Now you can see over here the last sum, the fifth one, because other four was very easy. You have given a proper answer. But for last, some student, they don't know what will be the proper answer. You can see over here that measurement angle WZY plus measurement angle XWZ is equal to 180 degree, because it is an adjacent angle of a parallelogram are supplementary. Now here WZY we got as 120 degree, plus we don't know measurement angle XWZ. So we will write as it is measurement angle XWZ equal to 180 degree. Now measurement angle XWZ we will take one side is equal to 180 degree minus, see, plus 120 when it will come that side, it become minus 120 degree. So here as we subtract 180 degree from 120 degree, we are getting answer as 60 degree. So the measurement angle XWZ is equal to 60 degree. So I hope everyone has understood the last sums also. I got answers from your side also, and some doubt that I have cleared that last sum, that was fifth part. So here we have completed our chapter.